We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Green Bay Packers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. First down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. This defense for the Packers, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Come on, ready.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina! Chuba Hubbard, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Ready?
On play action. Love to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunter. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll make it 2nd down. Play action this time with Love. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
You need old blue. Smash. 52 blue. Blaster. 6. Rail. Yellow. Hut.
To throw now. Here's Love. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jacobs. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Going on a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they're on a 1st or 2nd seed come play.
Touchdown, Carolina! And Xavier Legette, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Here's Love. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Come on.
On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 5.
Down. Ready?
Now Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. It's Young off play action. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Ready. Hunt.
Young. This is caught by McMillan. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
A gain of 19 yards.
Shot.
And the
17.
Panthers first down.
Hubbard. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Ready?
Brings up 2nd and goal. At the Panthers 8-yard line.
Set. Ready.
In motion, the tight end.
60 red. 60 red. Hut.
Young will set to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Tommy Trimble, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
Got it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history.
And it's picked up by the Panthers. He's to the 15. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Panthers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
There's a short throw caught by Sanders. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Ready, set.
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
That's good for the Panthers. First down.
Young now from the 50. That is incomplete.
The good signal calls will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
52 blue, set.
Out of the gun, it's Young. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that. But I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little game. Puts him in a pretty good spot for second down. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Travis Hunter, 31 yards. And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit. McManus's point after is good. And that cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Looking to throw, Young. He's going to let it go again. Touchdown! A great play there. 39 yards. And the Panthers are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. They'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And we're pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Love. Got a man, that's Hunter. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
52.
It's now 2nd and
Again, it's Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Green. Let's go. Set.
Love looking to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Ready?
Throwing. Love. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
35-yard line.
Ready?
To pass, here's Jordan Love. His throw incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Come on, set. Set.
Love now. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. "33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now here's Young. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had that ball down before he wanted until he was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Young to throw it. Touchdown, Carolina! A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed, 40 yards. And the Packers get a bit closer. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Packers 14.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Young. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Micah Parsons able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here now a 3rd and 20.
Here we go, set. Green. Hey, Green, set.
To throw, Young. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
Okay, right?
8 yards.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Panthers' 13-yard line.
Love, they go play action now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. That is caught. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
6-yard line.
Ready.
That's to Golden. He's got it right side. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
Red.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Set. 33, yellow. Ready.
Touchdown, Packers. Travis Hunter, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. McManus's point after is good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You have to think they're a little more careful here if they can. There he goes, right side. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. And Xavier Legette, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
Ready up.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. That's taken in by Golden. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker.
Watch out now. 50 series.
Desperation time here. Love on fourth down. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else. It makes a dramatic play.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing, Young. Open man down the field. That's Ligon. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Young now. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Trimble, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Panthers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Ready.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Panthers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Shot. 17.
To throw now. Here's Love. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Ready up.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Let's go. Ready.
Off the play fake, Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
At the 50-yard line.
Play action this time with Love. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Breaks through the contact. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now.
Ryan Fitzgerald on for the field goal.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Brings up second and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Blue striker.
Here's Love. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Come on, set.
Love. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
It's fourth down.
They go with Jacobs. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Set, hut. Yeah, ready.
Love from the gun. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
17-yard line.
Down. Motion. Black. 95. Ready.
Back to throw. Love. And now here's another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Panthers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road.